Okay? Okay. So again, no, the following are the discussion natin today. So let's start with the inverse Laplace transform, no? Inverse K Laplace, no? Inverse Laplace transform. Okay? So ngayon po, ang topic natin first, ibig sabihin yung using, no, the second shifting theorem. Second shifting theorem. So second shifting theorem. So recall natin, 'di ba, the second shifting theorem is that kapag meron daw kayo dito ang Laplace transform ng function of t minus a times your unit step function t minus a, 'di ba sabi natin equal lang siya kay e raised to negative as times your function of s, no? Times your function of s. Ibig sabihin po, kapag kinuha daw natin, since ang inverse Laplace lang naman is the inverse process of finding the original function of t, given yung kanyang f of s, ibig sabihin po, by taking the inverse Laplace transform of this, both side, this one, sir, can be expressed na lang as a function of t minus a, no, a function of t minus a times u ng t minus a, u ng t minus a, which is equal to the inverse Laplace transform ng e raised to negative as times your function of s, no, times your function of s. No, considering that, di ba, we know, sabi natin, but the inverse Laplace transform ng ating function of s is defined as your f of t, di ba, f of t siya. So, ibig sabihin, ito pong f of t minus a, pwede na lang natin itong i-express as your function of t, wherein, isi-shift natin yung t to, or yung t minus a, no, yung t minus a, rather yung t isi-shift natin to t minus a times your u ng t minus a, which is again equal to the inverse Laplace transform ng e raised to as times your function of s. Therefore, we can say, di ba, that the inverse Laplace transform daw po ng mga function ng e raised to negative as times your function of s. No, yung mga merong ganito. Okay, yung mga merong ganito, no, a function of s times a multiplier ng e raised to negative as, equal lang po siya kay inverse Laplace transform, no, the inverse Laplace transform of your function of s, wherein, which is on this case, ang inverse Laplace transform ng f of s ay si f of t, okay, shift nyo yung t to t minus a times magmumultiply kayo ng unit step function ng t minus a. Okay? So, ito po yung formula natin for getting the inverse Laplace using second shifting theorem. No? Using second shifting theorem. So, let's have here po some examples. Okay? Let's have some examples. Kunwari, number 1. No, yung madali muna. No? Suppose we have here the inverse Laplace transform of we have e raised to negative 3s all over we have here your s 5, no, your s plus 5. So in this case, kung mapapansin nyo po, nasa form talaga siya nito. 'Di ba? Ito yung second shifting theorem natin eh. 'Di ba? Or parang this one can also be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform ng e raised to negative 3s times we have here 1 over that is s plus 5, no? S plus 5. Now, by second shifting property, di ba, wherein ang a natin dito is equal to negative 3 and your function of s po here is equal to 1 over s plus 5. So, by second shifting property, this one, sir, can also be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over that is s plus 5, okay, wherein isi-shift daw natin yung t to we have your t minus or magiging t plus 3 times we have your u ng t plus 3, no, using the above property. No, using the above property. So in this case, we know that the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s plus 5 is equal lang siya to negative e raised to negative 5t, tapos shift t to that is t plus 3 times your unit step function ng t plus 3. Simplify lang natin ito. This one na lang can be expressed as e raised to negative 5 times that is t plus 3 k times your u ng t plus 3. So, ibig sabihin, no, the inverse Laplace transform nung given function ay equal na lang po to this one. So, ganun lang. Apply nyo lang po yung formula na to and using some algebraic manipulations, yan na po yung ating sagot. Okay? Yan na yung ating sagot. Okay? Another example, no, suppose we have this one. Okay, suppose we have this. Kunwari, hanapin daw natin yung inverse Laplace transform naman ng s e raised to 4s all over we have here your s squared minus 25. So to get the inverse Laplace transform of this, again, ito po pwede natin siyang i-express as the inverse Laplace transform ng e raised to 4s times we have your s over that is s squared minus 25. Using the above property, ito po can be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform ng s over that is your s squared minus 25 wherein isa-shift daw natin yung t neto to t minus 4 times your unit step function ng t minus 4. Now, applying its inverse Laplace transform, this is equal, sir, to cos, no, that is cos 5t, shift t to t minus 4 times u ng t minus 4. Simplify lang natin ito, that is just simply equal, sir, to your cos 5 times that is t minus 4 times that is u ng t minus 4. So we have this one. Okay? Yan, kukunin nyo lang po yung kanyang inverse Laplace transform. Okay? Ito po. Question. Okay. Questions. No questions. Another example po. Okay, suppose we have this one. Suppose we have here the inverse Laplace transform naman po ng e raised to negative pi s all over we have here your s minus square root of 2 raised to 3. No, suppose we have this one. Okay? Suppose we have this one. So, pag sinimplify po natin ito, again, this is equal to the inverse Laplace transform ng ating 1 over that is s minus square root of 2 raised to 3. Shift nyo yung t to t plus pi. No? Shift t to t plus pi. Okay? Shift t to t plus pi. Tapos, unit step function ng t plus pi, diba? T plus pi. Now, getting its inverse Laplace transform using first shifting property, diba? By first shifting property, this is equal, sir, to e, no? E raised to square root of 2s, no? 2t, no? This is 2t. By first shifting property, this is e raised to square root of 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s raised to 3, again, shift t to t plus, no, shift t to t plus pi times u ng t plus, no, t plus pi. So pag sinimplify natin ito, its inverse Laplace ay equal kay e raised to square root of 2t, k times ito po ang inverse Laplace niya. Recall diba that the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s raised to n is equal to t raised to n minus 1 over n minus 1 factorial. Diba? So in this case, ito po magiging t squared over 2 tapos shift t to t plus, no, t plus pi times u ng t plus pi. No? U ng t plus pi. Simplify lang natin yung mga following. No, simplify lang natin by shifting this one. Ito po can be expressed na lang as it can be expressed na lang as 1/2 times e raised to square root of 2 times that is t plus pi times that is t plus pi quantity squared times u ng t plus pi. So, ito yung ating sagot. So, yan po yung second shifting property. No, that is your second shifting property. Okay? Questions po? Tanong? Wala. Okay, another example po. Ayan, number 4 example. Number 4 example. Suppose we have this one. No, kunwari we have here the inverse Laplace transform ng 5 plus 3s all over we have here, this one na lang. Suppose we have this. Suppose we have here your s plus 3 times e raised to negative 2s all over we have your s squared minus 4s plus 7. No, suppose we have this one. Okay, suppose we have this. No, to evaluate, again, ito ay equal na lang kay inverse Laplace transform ng we have your s plus 3 all over we have your s squared minus 4s plus 7. Okay, plus 7. Tapos shift t to t minus or magiging t plus 2. Tapos unit step function ng t plus 2. Ngayon, ang kailangan lang po muna natin gamitin is or gawin is that kunin nyo muna yung inverse Laplace transform nito. Diba? Get the inverse Laplace transform of this. So, copying ko muna. Like for example, ito yung scratch work natin. Yan. Kunin na natin yung inverse Laplace transform muna nito. Tapos delete ko muna yan. Yan. Para makuha natin yung inverse Laplace transform po nito, since hindi siya factorable, hindi mo pwedeng gamitan ng ng partial fraction. So, ang gagamitin po natin ay completing the squares. Now, by completing the squares, this one can be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform ng s plus 3 all over, ito po magiging s squared minus 4s plus 4 plus 3 para maging perfect square trinomial. Okay? So, this one, sir, can also be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform of that is s plus 3 all over factor neto, that is s minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. Ngayon, bago natin siya applyan ng first shifting property, dapat ang domain nito parehas. So, ibig sabihin yung s dapat magkaroon ng s minus 2 din. So, to simplify, ito po can be expressed na lang siya as the inverse Laplace transform ng s minus 2 plus 5 all over we have your s minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. Pag-iwalayin natin by linearity property, this one can be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform ng s minus 2 all over we have your s minus 2 quantity squared plus 3, no, plus 3, plus we have your 5 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over that is s minus 2 quantity squared plus 3. Applying first shifting property, this one can be expressed as e raised to 2t. No, that is e raised to 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng s over that is s squared plus 3. Plus we have here 5 times e raised to 2t by first shifting property times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s squared plus 3. S squared plus 3. So, by getting the following inverse Laplace transform, so this is equal, sir, to e raised to 2t times we have your cosine square root of 3t, no, square root of 3t, plus we have your 5 over that is square root of 3 e raised to 2t times this is sine square root of 3t. No, ngayon, ibalik natin kanina, i-shift natin ito, no, shift t to that is t plus 2 tapos u ng t plus 2. No, u ng t plus 2. So, to simplify, equal na lang daw po ito kay pwede natin i-factor out ito, no? So, factor out natin si e raised to 2t. So, that is e raised to 2 times that is t plus 2. Ayan, no, times we have your cosine square root of 3t plus we have your 5 over square root of 3 sine square root of 3t. Papalitan pala si t ng t plus 2. No? So this is 3 times t plus 2 plus we have here 5 over square root of 3 times that is sine square root of 3 times that is t plus 2. Okay, multiply by u times t plus 2. So this is the corresponding inverse Laplace transform nung given function of s. Given function of s. Okay? Questions po? Tanong? Questions? Wala? Okay, thank you po. Thank you sa pagsagot, Miss Rivera. Oh, tuloy-tuloy ko na lang ha. Tuloy-tuloy na lang natin kasi ayun. Okay, so let's have here a convolution theorem. Now, the next topic is the convolution theorem. Again, convolution. No, a convolution theorem. So, convolution theorem, spell theorem. Theorem. So, the convolution theorem states that no, the convolution daw ng two functions, no, kunwari suppose let function of t and g of t be a continuous function, no, continuous function, then the convolution daw, which is denoted as this one, the convolution of two function, like for example, f of t and g of t, it denote a star, parang f of t stars g of t, it represent a convolution. So equal lang po ito kay integral from 0 to t, no, integral lang siya from 0 to t ng f of u, no, f of u times we have here your g ng t minus u times du. So evaluate nyo lang po yan, and that is the convolution. Okay? Convolution theorem po yan. Okay? So, like for example, suppose let's have the convolution daw ng two functions. Kunwari, hanapin daw muna natin yung convolution ng e raised to t and sine 2t. So, paano po natin nahanapin yung convolution ng two functions? Again, using this definition ng convolution, this one na lang po can be expressed as the integral from 0 to t ng f of u, considering that your f of u here, ito, no? Sabihin natin ang f of u ko po dito ay si e raised to t, no? E raised to u, tapos ang g ng t minus u, okay, is equal to sine ng 2 times t minus u. Ayan siya, ha? Your g of t minus u. So simplify lang natin, i-plug in natin to its definition. So mangyayari dito, that is e raised to u. No, that is e raised to u times we have your sine 2 times t minus u du. Okay? So ngayon, kukunin nyo lang yung integral neto. Ang integral po neto ay ano? Anong integral neto? IBP. No, we use IBP. So sa IBP, diba, sa IBP, we let u here be equal to your sine 2 times that is t minus u. Okay, your dv is equal to e raised to u du. So ngayon, ang derivative po neto with respect to u, anong derivative neto with respect to u? Derivative niya with respect to u. That is negative, di ba? This is negative. The negative negative 2 cosine 2 times t minus u. Tapos ang v natin dito ay simpleng e raised to u. No? Simpleng e raised to u. Okay? Or pwede na rin itong maging ganito. Gawin na lang natin siyang, yeah, we have this one. Okay? So, ito po, this one can be expressed na lang ito as uv minus v du yun, di ba? uv v du. So, that is u e raised to u. Di ba ang IBP natin, recall that uv minus integral ng b du. So, ito po ay equal na lang kay e raised to u times we have here your sine ng 2 times that is t minus u. Minus minus, so magiging plus 2 times the integral ng e raised to u cosine 2 times t minus u. Okay, t minus u. Ngayon, IBP ka ulit dito. No? IBP ulit. No? Let u be equal to your cosine 2 times t minus u. Okay, and its derivative magiging positive kasi negative yun na lang ito eh. So that is sine 2 times that is t minus u. No? T minus u du. Meron dito 2. 2 times sine 2 t minus u. So again, IBP ulit. IBP. So ito magiging copy lang to, e raised to u times sine 2 times t minus u plus we have here 2 times uv v du ulit, that is e raised to u cosine 2 times t minus u minus minus plus pala, so magiging negative 2 times integral ng e raised to u sine 2 times t minus u du. No, distribute lang ito. This is equal sir to e raised to u sine 2 times t minus u plus that is 2 e raised to u cosine 2 times t minus u minus 4 integral ng e raised to u sine 2 ng t minus u du. Ngayon, di ba kapag bumalik siya sa original expression, ini-equate natin ito, di ba, equal na lang siya sa integral ng e raised to u sine 2 times t minus u du. So ito, tinatranspose natin, meron ditong 1, meron ditong 4. So ang mangyayari, this is 5 times integral ng e raised to u sine 2 times t minus u du, which is equal to, kukopyahin ko na lang ito. Yan. Copy ko to. Yan. Yan. So equal siya. So ang hinahanap lang natin is yung isa. So multiply na lang natin ito by 1 over 5. So multiply both sides of this by 1 over 5. Therefore, this is equal to ang aking e raised to u sine 2 times t minus u du ay equal na lang kay 1 over 5 times. Ito. Yan yun eh, no? E raised to 5 times this one. No, substitute the limit from 0 to t. No, substitute the limit from 0 to t. No, 0 to t. Okay, substitute the limit from 0 to t. So, upper limit minus lower limit lang. Di ba parang ang mangyayari, this is upper limit natin. 1 over 5 times e raised to t. No, sine ng 2 times t minus t. Ayan, t minus t. Plus that is 2 e raised to t cosine 2 ng t minus t. Okay? Minus lower limit, that is 1 over 5 times that is e raised to 0. E raised to 0 sine 0 plus 2 times e raised to 0 cosine 0. Okay? Cosine 0. So, simplify natin lahat. Ano mangyayari? Ano mangyayari? Eto, sine 0 to eh, no? Sine 0, we know that sine 0 is 0. So, 0 na to. Diba? That is 0. Yan, cosine 0, that is positive 1. No? Positive 1. Sine, hindi pala to sine 0. This is sine t. No? This is sine t. Yan, this is sine t. Tama, no? This is sine t, cosine t. No? Sine t, cosine t. So we know that e raised to 0 is positive 1 lang din. No? Positive 1 lang ito. Ito ay 1 lang din ito. Therefore, ang pinakasagot natin is equal to 2 over 5. No, that is 2 over 5 e raised to t minus 1 over 5 sine t. ba? Tama ba? Sin t, okay, sin t times, or this is plus, a minus din ito, minus 2 over 5 cosine t. So we have this one. Okay? Questions po? Tanong? Another example. O kunwari, hanapin daw natin yung convolution of two function that is 3t squared asterisk or star 4t, no? 3t squared 4t. Okay? So to find its convolution, 'di ba sabi natin your f of u here is equal to 3u squared. Tapos your g of t minus u is equal to 4 times t minus u. So by convolution theorem, no, this is equal lang sir from 0 to t times, that is, di ba, f of u times your g ng t minus u du. So by substituting the following, we have your integral na lang from 0 to t ng 3u squared. So that is 3u squared times, that is 4 times t minus u du. No? 3 minus 2 du. Okay? Okay? So, ito po can be expressed now na lang as what? No? Ito po can be expressed as okay? This one can be expressed na lang po ito as from 0. Wag muna natin pansinin yung integral. Ito, pwede na lang itong i-express as 12u squared t, tama, minus 12u raised to 3 du. No, get the following ayun, integrals. No, get the following integrals. So ito po magiging 12 times, this is 12t. Now this is 12t times u raised to 3 over 3. Power rule lang. Minus we have here 12 times u raised to 4 all over 4. So simplify lang ito. This is 4t u raised to 3 minus 3u raised to 4. Then substitute the limit from 0 to t. No, substitute the limit from 0 to t. This is just simply equal to upper limit. This is 4t times, this is t raised to 3 minus 3 t raised to 4. 3 raised to 4 minus we have 4 times 0 minus 3 times 0. Yeah, 4 times 0 times 3 times 0. So therefore, its convolution is equal to t raised to 4. Ayan. So its convolution ay equal na lang kay t raised to 4. Okay? Okay, so apply nyo lang po itong definition ni Laplace transform. Okay? Another, let's have this one, the Laplace transform ng convolution. So the Laplace transform po ng ating convolution ng function of t or and then g of t. Okay, considering that sabihin natin if the Laplace transform ng ating f of t ay equal kay f of s, okay, and sabihin natin the Laplace transform ng ating g of t, no, g of t ay equal kay g of s, then the Laplace transform of the convolution between function of t and g of t ay equal lang po sa product ng f of s and g of s. Okay, product lang siya. Kasi nga sa Laplace transform, your goal is to eliminate yung mga complicated calculations, ma-reduce into an algebraic one. Okay? So ano po ibig sabihin nun? Kunwari dito sa taas, kunin natin yung convolution na Laplace transform ng convolution nito. No? Kunwari, another example, number 1. Kunin natin daw yung Laplace transform ng, anong example ko dito? E raised to t sine 2t. No, that is e raised to t as star sine 2t. Iba po ito sa product ha. Iba po ito sa product. No, this is a convolution ng two function. So para makuha lang natin yung Laplace transform po nito, kunin nyo lang yung Laplace transform ng e raised to t, okay, which is times the Laplace transform lang ng sine 2t. So to simplify lang, this is equal to, ang Laplace transform nito 1 over s plus 1. Ang Laplace transform naman po nito, that is 1 over, or this is 2 over, that is s squared plus 4. Therefore, ang Laplace transform lang po nito is equal to 2 over, get the product lang that is s plus 1 times s squared plus 4. Ganun lang. No? The Laplace transform po nito is equal to this, or this is also equal to 2 over, actually pwede na to, pero kung isi-simplify yan, that is s cubed plus s squared plus 4s plus 4. So we have this one. So that is a convolution between two, or the Laplace transform ng convolution ng two function. Okay? Yun lang, convolution. Okay? Ngayon naman, number 2, ayan, suppose we have this. Now, find the Laplace transform naman po ng e raised to negative 2t. Okay, a convolution ng e raised to negative 2t at e raised to 2t cosine 3t. So, para mahanap natin yung kanyang convolution, again, this is equal na lang to the Laplace transform ng e raised to negative 2t, okay, times the Laplace transform ng e raised to 2t cosine 3t. Okay? So, kunin nyo lang yung mga Laplace transform nito. Simpleng formula lang. That is 1 over, this is s plus 2. Ito, applyan nyo lang muna ng linearity property para magiging Laplace transform na lang siya ng cosine 3t. First shifting pala. Shift s to s minus 2. Simplify. This is 1 over, that is s plus 2 times this is s over, that is s squared plus 9. Substitute s to s minus 2. So, ito po ay simpleng s. This is 1 over, that is s plus 2 times we have your s minus 2 all over, that is s minus 2 quantity squared plus 9. Simplify ko lang po ito. This is equal to s minus 2 all over, we have your s plus 2 times, that is s squared minus 4s plus 13. So we have this one. So the convolution po ng two functions po ay equal lang dito. Okay? So kung may Laplace transform po, meron din siyang inverse Laplace. No, paano naman po yung inverse Laplace niya? So ang inverse Laplace po niya, suppose 'di ba ito yung convolution ng two functions. No, this is a convolution daw po ng two functions, di ba? It is defined as this one. Kung kukunin naman natin yung inverse Laplace transform both sides of this, no, inverse Laplace transform both sides po nito, we can say, sir, that the inverse Laplace transform ng ating function of s times your g of s is equal lang to the inverse, or is equal lang siya sa convolution ng function of t and g of t. No? Equal lang siya sa convolution ng function of t and g of t. Okay? Example. Example po. Suppose we have this. Not a number 1. Suppose we have the inverse Laplace transform ng s squared, okay, all over, that is s to the 4th minus 16. Suppose we have this one. So para makuha natin yung inverse Laplace po nito, di ba? Actually, pwede nyo itong gamitan ng partial fractions no? Pero this one can also be expressed, di ba, as the inverse Laplace transform na lang po ito ng s squared all over, we have your s squared plus 4 tsaka s squared minus 4, no? Difference of two squares. Or kung gagamitin po natin siya sa product ng f of s and g of s, equal na lang po siya to the inverse Laplace transform ng s over, that is s squared plus 4 times we have your s over, that is s squared minus 4, no? Okay? So ngayon dito po, ayan 'di ba? Kukunin mo na lang siya. So parang this is equal to the inverse Laplace transform na lang po ito ng s over s squared plus 4 convolution or star ng inverse Laplace transform ng s over, that is s squared minus 4, no? S squared minus 4. Or this is also equal, sir, to ano ba to? This is cos, no? This is cosine 2t times or convolution rather ng cos 2t. No, cos 2t siya. Convolution. Ngayon, paano natin kukunin? 'Di ba sabi natin, the convolution of two function, ito yon, no? Recall that the convolution ng ating g and t, okay, is equal lang to the integral from 0 to t times your f of u times ng g ng t minus u du. No? So, to simplify, simplify nyo lang yan. No? Simplify lang natin ito. This is equal, sir, to the integral from 0 to t ng cos 2t times cos 2t times we have here your cos 2 times t minus u du. Okay? So, gamitan ulit natin ng IBP. No? IBP. So, kunwari, let u be equal to cosine 2t. Tapos, ang derivative nito is negative 2 sine 2t. Tapos, ang dv natin dito, that is equal, sir, to cos 2 ng t minus u du. Its integral, v. No, v is equal to, negative 1/2. Now, this is negative 1/2 hyperbolic sine, no? This is hyperbolic sine, tama ba? Yeah, hyperbolic sine ng this is cos 2 ng t minus u du. So, negative 1/2 2 times, that is t minus u. So, IBP UV minus BDU equal na lang ito, sir, kay negative 1/2 cosine 2t hyperbolic sine 2 ng t minus u. Minus minus minus, so magiging plus. Magiging plus na lang ito, integral ng sine 2t hyperbolic sine 2 ng t minus u du. No, ito may du to du. Okay? So, IBP ka ulit dito. Again, let u be equal to sorry. This is supposedly sine u. No, ito ay u to eh. So, ito dapat ay u. Yan. Yan. Ito ay u. U rin ito. Same as with this. Cosine u. 2u. Tapos ito rin po. Ayan. So, let u here be equal to sine 2u. Ang derivative nito, that is 2 cos 2u du. Your dv here is equal to sine 2 ng t minus u du. Its integral, v is equal to negative 1/2 cosine 2 ng t minus u du. No? Du. So, copyin lang ito. Copy. This is equal, sir, to negative 1/2 cosine 2u hyperbolic sine 2 times that is 2 minus u. Okay? UB plus BDU. UB minus BDU. So this is negative 1 half sine 2u cosine 2 ng t minus u. Ayan. Okay? Minus minus so magiging plus. Plus ano? Tama ba? Minus minus. So magiging plus ito. Plus hindi. Minus minus minus. So magiging minus ito. Ayan. Kasi negative, negative, negative. Magiging minus pa rin ito. So eto din. Minus. This is negative. This one is minus minus. So magiging plus ito. Plus integral ng cosine 2u cosine 2 times t minus u du. Ito mawawala to. Du dito. Yan. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, bumalik na naman sa original integral niya, di ba? No, bumalik na naman. So, pag tinranspose natin ito, magiging 2 na lang siya. 2 times integral ng cosine 2u cos 2 times t minus u du, which is equal to this. Sige, isulat ko na. Which is equal to negative 1 half cosine 2u hyperbolic sine 2 times t minus u magiging plus 1 half that is 1 half sine 2u cosine 2 ng t minus u. Okay? Okay. So tapos, simplify lang natin ito. Multiply both sides by 1 half ulit. 1 half. So multiplying both sides by 1 half, unahin ko na lang yung positive. This one, no, ang integral sir ng cosine 2u cos 2 times t minus u du. Wait. Okay, so equal na lang po ito kay, labasan natin yung 1/4. This is 1/4 times, this is sine 2u cosine 2 times t minus u. Inuna ko lang yung positive. Minus cos 2u hyperbolic sine 2 ng t minus u. Then substitute the limit from 0 to t. So upper minus lower limit ka ulit. Upper limit, that is 1/4 sine 2t cosine 2 times this is t minus t. Okay, minus cosine 2t hyperbolic sine 2 times t minus t. Okay, minus 1/4 times we have your sine 0 cosine 2 times t minus 0 minus cosine 0 times hyperbolic sine 2 times t minus 0. Simplify lang natin. But what is cosine 0? Cosine 0. Cosine ba to? Parang hindi. Parang cos to. Cos. Oo nga, hindi ito. Bakit naging sign? Cos to cos. Cos. Ito magiging ito. Nawala yung H. Cos. Ito magiging cos to eh. Cos inuna ko to. So, ito yung cos. Ayan. So, cos ito, cos. Anyway, cos 0 is 1, di ba? So, cos 0 is 1. So, 1 lang ito. Ayan. Sine ba to? Hyperbolic sine ito. This is hyperbolic sine. No, wala na yung mga h. Hyperbolic sine 0 is 0. So, 0 na to. Yan. Sine 0 is 0. So, 0 na to. Cos 0 is 1. So, pag sinimplify lang natin yan, this is equal to 1 over 4 sine 2t. No, 1 over 4 sine 2t. 1 over 4 sine 2t plus 1 over 4 hyperbolic sine 2t. Yan. So, we have this one. No, so, yan po si inverse Laplace ng mga convolution function. Okay? Ayan. Okay? Another example, no, before we proceed with the application, number 2. Suppose we have here the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over, suppose we have s plus 2 and s plus 3. Suppose we have this. Actually, pwede nyo itong gamitan ng partial fraction decomposition. Di ba? Pwede nyo applyan ng partial fraction decomposition. But another solution is with the use of si convolution theorem. So, sa convolution theorem, di ba, this one can be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform. No, this one can be expressed as the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over that is s plus 2 star inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s plus 3, di ba? So, ito po, equal lang ito kay e raised to negative 2t, no, e raised to negative 2t star e raised to negative 3t. So, para makuha po natin yan, no, para makuha po natin yung answer natin, kunin lang natin yung kanyang convolution. Sabi natin, a convolution ng ating two function ay equal from 0 to t times a function of u times function ng t minus u du. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, this is equal lang to the integral from 0 to t e raised to negative 2t times, that is e raised to negative 3 times this is t minus u du. Magiging function of u na rin pala ito. Yan. D of u. Yan. D of u. So, pag sinimplify po natin ito, this one na lang can be expressed as, diba, ito ay from 0 to t, ito po magiging distribute. E raised to negative 2u times e raised to negative 3t plus 3u. No, plus 3u du. By law of exponent, ito ay equal na lang kay e raised to, or integral ng, equal na lang po ito sa integral ng e raised to negative 3t times e raised to positive u du. Tama ba yun? Tama ba? Kasi di ba law of exponent, kung meron kayong same base at addition, pwede nyo siyang gawing a raised to m times a raised to n. So, labas lang natin, factor out lang natin, or constant ito si e raised to negative 3t. So, parang e raised to negative 3t na lang siya times integral ng e raised to u du. But ang integral lang nito, that is e raised to negative 3t times e raised to u, e raised to u, Then substitute the limit from 0 to t. Substitute the limit from 0 to t. So upper limit minus lower limit, this is equal to e raised to negative 3t times e raised to t. Okay, minus lower limit e raised to negative 3t times e raised to 0. But e raised to 0 is positive 1. No? Simplify lang natin, this is e raised to negative 2t minus e raised to negative 3t. So we have this one. Yan. So by convolution theorem. Yan, no? Using convolution theorem, no, its inverse Laplace po ay equal na lang to this. Okay? Okay? So maybe you can take a 5-minute break no bago tayo nag non-homogeneous. Okay? So 5-minute break po muna tayo. Hello? Naririnig niyo na po ako ulit? Okay, so the next one is we have the solution ng NHHOLDE, no, using Laplace transform. So sino ba si sino ba si NHHOLDE? 'Di ba sa ano natin sa differential equations, sa meron tayong dalawang klase ng higher order linear differential equation, no? Meron tayong HHOLDE and NHHOLDE. Again, higher order linear linear differential equations. So, um, like for example, meron po kayo ditong a sub 1 times the nth derivative, no, the nth derivative of your function with respect to x plus your a sub 2 times your nth minus 1 derivative plus and so on and so forth. We have your n minus 1 times your y plus a sub n is equal to your function of x, di ba? If your function of x here sa right side ng equation natin is equal to 0, we can say that the given differential equation ay tinatawag nating homogeneous higher order linear differential equation. Otherwise, like for example, if your f of x is not equal to 0, ibig sabihin isa siyang NHHOLDE. 'Di ba? Sa HHOLDE, 'di ba, meron tayo sa differential equations, actually na i-discuss na 'yan. Meron tayong four cases no to solve, no, HHOLDE, wherein tinatransform natin yung ito, no, yung left side of this equation tinatransform natin into its corresponding auxiliary form, tapos kinukuha natin yung roots, tapos based on the nature ng mga roots natin, yun yung solution ng higher order linear differential equation. Ngayon naman po kay NHHOLDE, to solve po ito, meron kayong different methods. Number one, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na undetermined coefficients, kung natatandaan nyo pa po, no, undetermined coefficients, no? The undetermined coefficients wherein meron ta akong dalawang approach na na-discuss sa inyo before. Yung unang approach, 'di ba, we have your superposition method or superposition approach, tapos yung pangalawa po is by means of annihilator. So hindi ko na po ito i-elaborate kasi hindi po ito yung topic natin. At yung pangalawa po, meron tayong variation of parameters. No, another way po no to solve NHHOLDE is with the use of the Laplace transform. Okay? So pwede nyo rin daw pong gamitin yung Laplace transform po to solve the solution ng given NHHOLDE. Paano po yun? So, like for example, ito po yung ating given differential equation. No? If this is your given differential equation po, first thing first, kukunin nyo lang po yung inverse Laplace transform nito both sides. No? Kukunin nyo lang po. No? The first step is to get the inverse Laplace transform both sides. No? Okay, recall that ang inverse Laplace transform, diba, recall natin that the Laplace transform, diba, ng derivative, no, nth derivative ng ating t, kung natatandaan nyo po sa derivative ng Laplace transform, equal lang ito kay s raised to n times your function of s, okay, minus that is s raised to n minus 1 times we have your f of 0 minus we have your s raised to n minus 2 times that is your f prime of 0, and so on and so forth until we have here na lang, matitira na lang po dito ay si f of n minus 1 prime of 0. Diba? Ito yon, no? Yung derivative ng Laplace transform. Okay? Or this one can also be expressed as kung meron naman kayong Laplace transform ng y of n, no? Actually, parehas lang yan, of t pwede natin itong i-express na lang as s raised to n times your y of s, okay, minus that is your s raised to n minus 1 ng y of 0, okay, minus s raised to n minus 2 ng y prime of 0, minus and so on and so forth ng, ano nga ito? No? Ng y ng n minus 1 of 0. So, yan po siya. Ngayon, after nyo po makuha yung Laplace transform po nito both sides, again, step 1, steps. Okay, steps 1. So, step 1, again, di ba, kunin nyo yung get the Laplace transform both sides. Get the Laplace transform both sides. Okay? So, after nyo po makuha yung Laplace transform both sides niya, next thing is to factor out yung mga y of s. No, if a factor out mo po yung y of s, then after that, divide both sides. Divide both sides. Divide both sides of the coefficients, yung mga coefficients or yung mga na-factor out natin, coefficients of your y of s. Kumbaga parang i-isolate mo yung y of s. Now, after you isolate y of s, number 4 is that take the inverse Laplace transform. No, solve for the inverse Laplace transform. Laplace transform. No, get the Laplace transform ng y of s. Y of s. Okay? Okay? So, let's have here some examples po. Ito lang po yung Ito lang yung mga steps, no? 4 steps lang siya. Okay? 4 easy step. Okay? Example number 1. Okay, suppose we have this one. Now, solve the following differential equation using Laplace transform. Kunwari, meron ako ditong y double prime minus we have here your 4y prime plus 8y is equal to e raised to 2t. E raised to 2t, given yung mga initial values natin such as your y of 0 is equal to positive 2 and y prime of 0 is equal to negative 2. So, initial value problem siya. Okay? So, again, first thing first po, kunin lang natin yung inverse yung Laplace transform po nito, both sides. So, kunin lang natin yung Laplace transform po nito, both sides. Get the Laplace transform po nito, both sides. So, parang mangyari dito, that is Laplace transform ng y double prime minus 4 times the Laplace transform ng y prime. Okay, plus we have here the Laplace transform ng y is equal to the Laplace transform ng e raised to 2t. No, e raised to 2t. Okay? So this one po can be expressed na lang siya, no, yung kanina, no, that is equal na lang ito kay s raised to n times your y of s. Now, your y of s, s raised to n times your y of s, yung derivative, no, y of s minus s times that is your y of 0, no, y of 0, okay, minus y prime of 0 minus 4 times the Laplace transform ng y prime, that is your s, y of s, sy of s, tapos minus y of 0. No, minus y of 0 plus we have here y of s is equal to the Laplace transform po nito, that is 1 over that is s minus 2. No, 1 over s minus 2. Simplify lang natin. No, we know that ang y of 0 natin is equal to positive 2. Y prime of 0 is equal to negative 2. Okay, tapos ito y of 0 is positive 2. So pag sinimplify po natin ito, s raised to n, this is s squared. S squared. So this is equal, sir, no, factor out mo na lahat ng y of s, parang mangyayari sa kanya, that is s squared minus 4s plus 1 ng y of s. Lahat ng may y of s, pinactor out ko lang. Okay? Minus 2s. Minus 2s, ito yon. This is plus 2. No, this is positive 2 plus 8. 2 plus 8. That is positive 10. Tama ba? Tama ba? This is 10 is equal to 1 over that is s plus 2. Ngayon, isolate natin si y of s. No, isolate nyo lang po yung y of s. So ito mangyayari. This is s squared minus 4s plus 1 times we have your y of s is equal to 1 over that is s plus 2 plus that is 2s minus 10. 2s minus 10. So simplify lang natin ito by getting its LCD. Ito magiging y squared minus 4s plus 1 y of s. Okay, is equal to, ang LCD po nito, that is s plus 2. So ito po magiging 1 plus, ilan ito? This is 4s squared. No, this is 4s squared. Neg 2s minus 6s minus 20. Tama ba ito? Tama ba? S minus 2 pala ito. Sorry. This is S minus 2. Alright. S minus 2. So multiply ko ito. This is 4S squared minus 16 pala. Minus 14S. No? This is minus 14S. 14S plus 20. No, plus 20. Or simplify ko lang ito, this is equal to s squared minus 4s plus 1 y of s is equal to, this is 4s squared minus 14s plus 21 all over, this is s minus 2. No, s minus 2. Ngayon, di ba, ang hahanapin nyo na lang si y of s. So multiply nyo lang po both sides of this by 1 over that is s squared minus 4s plus 1. So, ang matitira po dito, we have here your y of s is equal to 4s squared minus 14s plus 21 all over. We have here s minus 2 times that is s squared minus 4s plus 1. So, kapag na-isolate nyo na po yung y of s, okay, the next thing is to get the inverse Laplace transform both sides. No, inverse Laplace transform. So, ang inverse Laplace transform po ng y of s is y of t or y. Kasi di ba variable t ang sagot niya. Ito po, again, kunin mo yung inverse Laplace transform niya, 4s squared minus 14s plus 21 all over, this is s minus 2. This is s squared minus 4s plus 1. Okay? So, kunin mo lang yung inverse Laplace transform niya. Pwede mong gamitan ng partial fractions. No? Kunwari, ito yung ating scratch word. No? Scratch word po natin, no? The inverse Laplace transform po nito. Kukunin natin yung inverse Laplace transform nito. Yan. So, to get the inverse Laplace transform nito by partial fraction, okay, decomposition into partial fraction, this is equal to, no, diba, this is equal to a over, this is s minus 2, plus we have your bs plus c all over, we have your s squared minus 4s plus 1. Okay? So multiplying both sides of this by its LCD, ang matitira dito, this is 4s squared minus 14s plus 21 is equal to your a times that is s squared minus 4s plus 1 plus we have your bs plus c times that is s minus 2. So sabi ko nga po last time, 'di ba? Madaling paraan, no, para makuha yung v, yung value ng mga unknowns, no, since wala tayong linear factor, mag-equate tayo ng coefficients. So this one, sir, can be expressed as as squared minus 4as, no? That is 4as plus we have here positive a. Distribute ito. This is equal to bs squared. Bs squared plus 2bs, no, plus cs minus 2c. No, cs minus 2c. So, kunin nyo lang by equating coefficients, no, kunwari coefficient ng s squared. Coefficient ng s squared po sa left side we have positive 4. Sa right side we have here a plus b, a plus b. Coefficient naman ng s, coefficient ng s sa left side that is negative 14 is equal to negative 4a plus 2b plus c. Tapos coefficient ng constant we have here, coefficient ng constant ko dito. This is 21 is equal to a minus 2c. O since calculator is allowed naman sa atin, 'di ba, sa final exam. No, since calculator is allowed, ano yung value ng a, b, and c? Do you have your calculus with you ba? Yan. Calcu, we use my calculator. Okay, so gamitin niyo yung mode 5. Mode 5, tapos 3 equations and 3 unknowns. Ayan. Uy, ang x ko or ang a ko ay anong value? Anong value nyo? 23/11, no? Ay, hindi siya 4s squared. 2s squared lang pala ito. Sorry. Kasi bakit naging 4 to? This is 2. 2 lang pala ito, 2. And this is 2. And this is 2. Yan, 2 rin ito. 2 rin ito. Ito dapat maging 2 lang din. Yan, ulitin natin ito. 2. So, 2 lang dapat po ito. This is 2. 2. Tapos po ito. So, dapat ito 2. And this is 2. 2. 2. Ito lang ito, sorry. Okay. And this one, negative 2b rin ito. Negative 2b. So, dapat ito, negative 2b. Yan, ulitin ko lang sa calcu ulit. So, calcu, again. Yan, 1, 1. This is 2. Negative 4, negative 2. Positive 1. Negative 14. One, 0, positive 2, negative 4, negative 2, 1, negative 14, 1, 0, negative 2, 21. Ang sagot ko, A is 1/3. Tama ba? 1/3. Tignan ko nga. This is negative 1/3. Yan. Kasi wala akong physical calcu eh. A is negative 1/3. B is, titingnan natin, 7 over 3. 7 over 3. And C is negative 32 over 3. Tama ba yun? Yun, no? Okay, parehas na tayo. Okay, so by inverse Laplace transform, equal na lang siya to, this is equal na lang po ito, di ba? Equal na lang po ito kay y of t, which is equal to the inverse Laplace transform ng, no, negative 1 over 3 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s plus 2. 1 over s plus 2. Common naman yung negative 1/3, so labas na rin natin. Negative 1/3 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 7s plus 32 all over we have s squared minus 4s plus 1. So kunin lang natin yung inverse Laplace nito. So ito po, this one can be expressed as negative 1 over 3. This is e raised to negative 2t. No? This is e raised to negative 2t. Tapos ito po. Now this one, this is negative 1 over 3 times the inverse Laplace transform. By completing the square, di ba, ito magiging s minus, kasi magiging ganito siya. No, s squared minus 4s plus 4 plus 1 minus 4. Di ba, magiging ganyan siya. Okay, so, ay, ba't naging 1 ito? Anyway, 8 pala dapat to supposedly. Gawin ko na lang tong 1. No, kasi naging 8 ko. Tanggalin ko na lang yun para hindi ko na ulitin sa lahat. So 1 na lang ito. Ayan. So ito siya, magiging ganyan siya, di ba? So ito magiging s minus 2. Now this is s minus 2. Yan, quantity squared minus 3. No, minus 3. Ito dapat magkaroon ka ng s minus 2 eh. So yung 7s, pwede mong gawing 7 ng s minus 2 plus 2 plus 32. So parang magiging ganyan siya. Positive. Oo nga, positive pala ito. So kung ganyan, gawin na lang natin ito. 7, gawin na lang natin itong positive. This one magiging negative. Yan. Kasi kala ko both positive. Hindi pala. Yan. Gantiin na lang natin. Okay? Thank you. So pag sinimplify ko ito, this is equal to negative 1 over 3 e raised to negative 2t plus this is 1/3 times the inverse Laplace. Labas ko na yung 7, no? This is 7 over 3 times the inverse Laplace transform ng s minus 2 all over that is s minus 2 quantity squared minus 3. Tapos ito, distribute ito, this is 7 times 2, 14, di ba? 14. 14 minus 32. So 14 minus 32. Ilan yun? 14 minus 32. Negative 18, di ba? So parang mangyayari, this is negative 18 over 3. No, negative 18 over 3 times the inverse Laplace transform na lang ng 1 over that is s minus 2 quantity squared minus 3. Ayan, isang screen lang kasi yung gamit ko. Ayan. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, get the following inverse Laplace transform. That is negative 1/3 e raised to negative 2t, copy lang. Plus 7 over 3, shifting property, e raised to 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng s over s squared minus 3. Okay, minus 6. Minus 6 times the inverse first shifting property, this is e raised to 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over that is s squared minus 3. Simplify ko lang po ito. No, simplify natin ito. Therefore, ang aking y of t, its solution is equal to negative 1 over 3 e raised to negative 2t plus this is 7 over 3 e raised to 2t times we have here cosine square root of 3t minus 6 over square root of 3, no, minus 6 over square root of 3 e raised to 2t times that is your sine. This is hyperbolic cosine pala. Kasi minus hyperbolic sine square root of 3t. So we have this one. Yan. Ito na yung solution natin nung given Laplace transform. Okay? Ayan. So, ganun ang proseso. No, actually, kahit anong ibigay naman sa inyo, same procedure lang din yon. No, get the Laplace transform both sides, tulad po na to. No, get the Laplace transform both sides, tapos isolate y of s. After you isolate y of s, get the inverse Laplace transform both sides. No, you can use any method in finding the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, so parehas lang naman din ang magiging sagot niya. In this case, we use partial fractions. Okay? Questions po? Another example, no? Ito, another example. Suppose we have this one, number 2. Okay? Suppose given daw yung differential equation natin na d squared plus 4d plus 13y okay, is equal to e raised to negative t sine t. Given daw yung mga initial value problems natin such as ang y of 0 daw is equal to 0 and yung ating y prime of 0 is also equal to 0. Okay? So suppose ito daw yung given natin. So first thing first, again, kunin nyo lang po muna yung inverse Laplace transform both sides. No, get the inverse, get the Laplace transform pala, sorry. No, get the Laplace transform of this both sides. So its Laplace transform po is equal to the Laplace transform. No? So ito po ay equal kay Laplace transform ng second derivative of y plus we have here 4 times the Laplace transform ng derivative of y plus we have here 13 times the Laplace transform ng y is equal to the Laplace transform ng e raised to negative t sine t. Sine t. So simplify lang natin yung mga following. So ito po, diba this one is equal to ito. Ito po ay equal kay s squared times your f of s or y of s. Sabihin natin, this is s squared times that is your y of s. Okay, minus that is s ng y of 0 minus y prime of 0 plus we have here 4 times this is s y of s, okay, minus y of 0, okay, plus 13 times y of s is equal to the Laplace transform po nito for shifting property. So, ang Laplace transform po ng e raised to negative t sine t ay equal kay 1 over that is s minus 1 squared or s plus 1 squared plus 1. Or this is equal, sir, to 1 over this is s squared plus 2s plus 2. No? S squared plus 2s plus 2. So, ang y of 0 po and y prime of 0 is 0 na. So, 0 lang to. 0 rin ito. 0 rin po ito. So, ang matitira na lang po, factor out y of s, we have your s squared plus 4s plus 13 y of s, okay, is equal to 1 over this is s squared plus 2s plus 2. So, Ayun, factor out na, multiply both sides of this. Therefore, si y of s ko is equal to 1 over, this is s squared plus 2s plus 2 times that is s squared plus 4s plus 13. Okay, plus 13. Okay, ngayon, kunin natin yung inverse na plus transform po nito kapag na-isolate na si y prime, si y of s rather. So, ang inverse na plus transform po nito, gamitan ulit natin ng partial fraction. So, kunwari, ito yung scratch work natin. Partial fraction, suppose meron ako dito 1 over, this is s squared plus 2s plus 2 times, this is s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now, plus 13 is equal to a over, we have your s squared plus 2s plus 2. No? Quadratic pala to. This is as plus b plus we have here cs plus d. No, cs plus d all over we have your s squared plus 4s plus 13. Okay? So, simplify lang natin ito. This is 1 is equal to as plus b times we have your s squared plus 4s plus 13 plus that is cs plus d times that is s squared plus 2s plus 2. Distribute natin, no, para makapag-leading coefficients tayo. So 1 is equal to as raised to 3 plus 4as squared plus this is 13as. 13as tapos po ito ay bs squared plus we have here 4bs plus 13b. Okay, tapos we have your cs raised to 3 plus 2s squared plus 2, no, this is 2cs squared plus we have 2cs. 2cs. Tapos we have your ds squared plus 2ds plus 2d. No, plus 2d. Ayan. So, leading coefficients ulit tayo. Leading coefficient. So, leading coefficient ng s raised to 3. Sa left side, 0. Sa right side, that is a plus c. Leading coefficient ng s, this is 0 or s squared. This is 0 is equal to 4a plus 2b plus 2c. Plus b lang pala. No? Plus b plus 2c plus d. Coefficient ng s, 0 is equal to 13a plus 4b plus 2c plus 2d. No? 2d. Okay? Tapos po, we have your c, your constant. That is 1 is equal to 13b. 13b plus 2d. Ayan. Paano yan? Dami-dami to, no? Okay? So, 4 equations and 4 unknowns, no? Ang capacity lang ng calcu natin, di ba, hanggang 3 unknowns lang. Unless class quiz yan. Kaya lang sa final exam, we do not allow class quiz, no? So, paano nyo siya isosolve? Reduce natin into 3 variables muna. No? Mag-reduce tayo ng equations with 3 variables. So, ano gusto kong i-eliminate muna? Using equation 2 and 3, eliminate ko si, no, si C. No? Kunwari, 2 and 3. No? Equation 2 and 3, eliminate natin. So, subtract ko na lang. No? Subtract 2 and 3. So, parang ang mangyayari dito, this is 0. O kaya 3 minus ano na lang, no? 3 minus 2. No? 3 minus 2, that is equal to 9a plus 3b. 3b minus plus D, di ba? Tama ba? Maka-cancel out po ito. Ayan o, minus. So, ito na yung equation number 5 natin. Ayan, pwede na natin itong i-calcu. 3 equations and 3 unknowns na. No, 3 equations and 3 unknowns, pa-calcu naman ako. So, yung mode ulit ng calcu. So, mode 5. Ito parang ganito. Share ko nga yung buong screen ko. Ayan. Ayan, kita nyo na yung calcu. Ayan to. Ganito lang gawin nyo, mode 5. Kung ganito yung calcu nyo, tapos 2. Tapos input nyo lang yung mga value. So, this is 1, 0, 1, 0. Equation 2. Equation 2. Ito yung equation 4 ha. This is 0, di pa pala pwede. Hindi pa pwede. Kasi yung equation 1 natin, letter C. Di pa po pwede. Di pa pwede. Nagawa nyo na kaagad ang fairness. Ayan. Kay Canon, kaya. Oo. Pero kung hindi nyo kaya, ganito algebraically. So, meron na tayong equation, di ba? 4 and 5. Ngayon, multiply lang tayo ng 2 kay equation 1. 2 and na lang din ang gamitin ko, 2 and 1. So, kumbaga, equation 2 minus 2 times equation 1. Tingnan natin kung parehas, no? Kung gagawin natin 3 by 3. So, this is 0 is equal to 4 times, ito, 4, so magiging 2a. Bakit? Ito. Yan. No, 0 is equal to 2a. No, this is 2a plus b. No, plus b plus d. So, ito gawin natin equation 6. Ayan, yung 4, 5, and 6 na lang yung i-compare natin para mas madali. Let me share my screen ulit. No? Ayan, kung Canon 4x4 kaya, edi okay. Ito. Pero kung 3x3 lang yung capacity ng calculus nyo tulad sa akin, ito. Ayan, gamitin nyo. I-reduce nyo lang into 3 equations and 3 unknowns. So, first equation ko, this is 0, 13, 2, 1. Tapos, this is 9, 3, 1, 0. Tapos, this is 2, 1, 1, 0. So, ang sagot, ang A ko, pa-double check na lang no? Ang A ko daw dito is equal to negative 2 over 85. No? Tapos, ang B, 7 over 85. No? This is 7 over 85. Ngayon, since A is equal to 2 over 85, from first equation, C is equal na lang kay 2 over 85. Diba? Tapos, ang D ko, negative 3 over 85. Ayan. So, compare ko lang. Compare ko ulit. Tama ba? Ayun, tama. Parehas. Tama. Yan. Nakuha na natin yung A, B, C, and D. Hindi pa tapos. No? So, substitute pa natin dito. So, parang ito can be expressed na lang, sir. Copy ko nga muna ito. Ayan. So, substitute natin yan dito eh. Ayan. Ito. Ayan. Substitute natin dito yan. So, therefore, sir, this is equal na lang to, common naman yung 1 over 85, di ba? So that is 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng negative 2s plus 7 all over we have your s squared plus 2s plus 2. Ayan. Plus, common ulit yung 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 2s minus 3 all over this is s squared plus 4s plus 13. So, ano muna to? Completing the square nyo muna bago kayo mag-shift. So this is 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng copy lang ito, 2s plus 7 over, ito pwede nyo itong i-express as s plus 1, quantity squared plus 1. Okay? Plus this is 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 2s minus 3 all over factor nito. This is s plus 2 squared plus 9. No? So we have here plus 9. Okay? So pag sinimplify lang natin ito, no, kailangan magkaroon ng plus 1 eh. So ito magiging 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform of negative 2 times s plus 1 minus 1 plus 7. Ganyan siya, all over. That is s plus 1 quantity squared plus 1. Okay, plus that is 1 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 2 times, this is s plus 2 minus 2 minus 3 all over we have s plus 2 quantity squared plus 9. Linearity property, no, linearity property, this is equal to 1 over 85 or that is negative 2 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng s plus 1 over that is s plus 1 quantity squared plus 1. Okay? Tapos this is negative 2 times negative 1, that is positive 2. So magiging 9 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform po ito ng inverse Laplace ng 1 over that is s plus 1 quantity squared plus 1. Same procedure lang yung ginawa dito, that is plus 2 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng s plus 2 over that is s plus 2 quantity squared plus 9. This is negative 2 or negative 4 minus 3, so that is minus 7 over 85 times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over that is s plus 2 quantity squared plus 9. Okay? So simplify by getting the following inverse Laplace transform. Therefore, ito po ay negative 2 over 85. First shifting property, e raised to negative t times the inverse Laplace transform ng s over s squared plus 1 plus this is 9 over 85 times e raised to negative t times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over that is s squared plus 1 plus this is 2 over 85 e raised to negative 3t e raised to negative 2t e raised to negative 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng s over s squared plus 9. Okay? Minus that is 7 over 85 e raised to negative 2t times the inverse Laplace transform ng 1 over s squared plus 9. Simplify. Ayan. O, get the following inverse Laplace transform. Therefore, ang sagot natin, your y of t is equal to negative 2 over 85 e raised to negative t times we have your cosine t plus that is 9 over 85 times e raised to negative t sine t, no, that is sine t, plus 2 over 85 e raised to negative 2t cosine 3t minus 7 over 85 times 3. Ano yung 85 times 3? 15. 255. Tama ba yun? 85 times 3. Ay, hindi. 85 times 3. 3. 5 carry 1. 255 na. No? So that is 7 over 255. No, that is 255. 255 e raised to negative 2t sine 3t. Okay? So ito po yan. Okay, or this is equal to y of t. Yan is equal to, factor out lang natin yung common, that is 1 over 85 times we have your e raised to negative t. No, e raised to negative t, yan, times we have here your cosine t. Unahin ko yung positive. No, 9 sine t, no, minus 2 cosine t. Yan. Tapos, plus e raised to negative 2t ng 2 cosine 3t minus 7 over 3 sine 3t. So we have this one. Pwede rin ito or this one. Okay? Yun. Okay? Ayan. Any questions po? Tanong, questions? Questions? Wala po. Very good. Kung wala na kayong tanong,